And just like that, you've got yourself a little bit of a lo-fi vocal microphone. Or, this is your captain speaking.
Oh man, that's fun. That's fun. We should have fun in recorded music more often. I really think that that's going to translate in the end product. Listen, over the 20 years that I've been working in audio and teaching at the college level audio engineering, there are tips and tricks that you pick up along the way that are fun and some are useful. And then there's those tips and tricks of like social media content creators, where if that's like their only job, it turns into try this one EQ trick that will fix the kick drum in all your mixes. That doesn't exist. I want you to join me in raising an eyebrow and a red flag all at the same time, because there is no such thing as the one trick that fixes everything, or try this one trick for getting your vocals to sound like the pros. That doesn't exist. But you know what does exist? All the stuff that I'm going to share in this video. So,
if you do not mind, please keep your arms and legs inside of your couch at all times. And don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button if you like this kind of stuff, because this is content gold.
I want you to pretend with me for a split second that you are not crazy rich and you can't just buy all the microphones that you want to buy. I know, crazy thought, especially in this economy. And for this particular instance, you want to get a stereo pair of room mics, but you don't have any matching microphones. So let's say in this instance, you've got this. This is the Roswell Mini K87. Great bang for the buck microphones. Super inexpensive. Sound really good. And then on the other side of things, you've got this big old guy. And I'm just using this for an example. It could be any microphone, though. But this is the United Studio Technologies UT Twin 48. This is a tube microphone. Very different sounding mic. So you might be thinking, how can you possibly use that as a stereo room mic situation? Let me show you. All right, come join me here in my Cubase session. I recorded a little bit of acoustic guitar and set up this microphone, which was in the corner over there. And the UT Twin 48 in the other corner. So let's just listen to the microphones on their own so that we can kind of hear any differences. So let's start with the Roswell. All right, that sounds like a microphone. All right, now let's listen to the UT Twin. Very different. I'm thinking like, gosh, especially in the high end, like if you're hearing what I'm hearing, like the way that the capsules capture the audio is just very different. Let's do the thing that everyone's probably a little bit afraid of. Let's actually pan those hard left and hard right and take a listen to them together and just pay attention to that stereo image. It's weird, right? Like if you're listening with headphones, you might be doing this, like looking off to the left, because there's a little bit more like, I don't know, like high frequency information that's happening on the Roswell, since that one's panned hard left. Yeah. It gets you to do that thing of like a confused dog when you say the word park.
You want to go for a ride? Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a walk.
Like, yeah. Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. Okay, so you're thinking, how can I possibly turn this into a stereo room miking situation? Well, just double track it. You got double track it. Let's do that. Okay, now that we've got everything double tracked, let's take a listen. So up here, you see that the Roswell is panned all the way hard left. Well, this time, we're going to take that Roswell and we're going to pan it all the way hard right. So what that's actually doing is it's flipping the perspective of those room mics. So it's as if you have two exact matches of microphone, which I think is super cool. So let's do that, and then we're going to take that UT Twin, which was panned hard right, and we're going hard left with that. Now, what that's going to do, because it's spread across 2 tracks, is essentially it's like you tracked something once with just the Roswells and then run once with just the UT Twin 48s. But because it's double tracked, everything is balanced in the stereo image. So let's listen and see if we start doing the confused dog ear pull thing. So. I mean, not only does that sound balanced, but it actually sounds like super good. There you go. Stereo room mics without matching microphones. It's possible if you're willing to double track. All right, so for the next trick, sound like a magician, and I'm going to stop calling them tricks. They're not tricks. They are just tools for your tool belt, colors for which to paint. But this is actually a vocal mixing technique or hack that I took directly from Blackbird Studios. They probably took it from somewhere else, but then again, that's audio engineering and producing. It's just stealing well. So feel free to use this. But you take an SM57, you take a pair of headphones, you play back that vocal through those headphones and you record it with the SM57. And then you blend that back in with the vocal track. Let's do that. Nobody breathe. First try. Okay, so now that I've got the microphone and the headphones set up over there, it's really just hitting play and adjusting gain volume and headphone volume. So the amount of gain in the headphone volume in order to get like a decent amount of signal. Once you get that balanced out, it's just hitting play and record at the same time. Okay, I've got our lead vocal that we're going to be playing with pulled up here. Let's listen to the lead vocal on its own. It does have EQ and compression, but just doesn't have that SM57 effect on there yet. So let's listen to it.
Winding road and setting suns take us back from where we've come. And I don't want to see this love become a memory.
All right, and now let's listen to just the SM57.
Winding road and setting suns take us back from where we've come.
So full disclosure, I am compressing the absolute living snot out of this thing with a emulation of a Fairchild, because if there is something that the world's most collectible and expensive compressor is meant to do, it's definitely smashing an SM57 on a headphone track, of course. So, okay, let's now listen to both of them together.
Winding road and setting suns take us back from where we've come.
All right, now what I want to do is I want to actually take the SM57 all the way down, because that was a little too much for me. But let's take it all the way down, and I'll just start slowly bringing it in.
Winding road and setting suns take us back from where we've come. And I don't want to see this love become a memory.
Now, one thing I will say, you do need to be cautious with sibilant singers with this particular technique. I will have to DS this if I end up using this. And that's just kind of the nature of it. SM57s, they have that 5K, 7K spike. So, but nonetheless, it still can help to fill out the vocal. All right, this is going to be the last one. SM57, standard, nothing special about it. But it's going directly into my Lindell Audio LiN76 Compressor. That's an 1176 style compressor. No preamp is being used. I'm plugging this directly into the input of the 1176. It also works with an LA2A, and there's a couple others that you can do this as well. And honestly, it is a way, I like to do this when I get like an 1176 or LA2A to try out. I will patch a microphone directly into it so that I can hear how it responds to that microphone, so I can figure out if I like how it saturates the signal. So, there you go. You got a preamp you might not have known about in your rack, so It's fun stuff, right? Listen, I love making these kinds of videos. This is just fun, goofy recording stuff. Like, I want you to let me know what yours are. Like, what are your recording hacks? And I'm not talking like, oh, make sure you do a save as. You've got a timestamp as to when you mix the drums as opposed to the vocal. No, I'm talking unhinged. Like, I used headphones as a microphone, or I plugged directly into an 1176 and used it as a preamp. That kind of stuff. I want you to comment that down below, or really just whatever you want to comment down below. Go for it. And the last thing I'm going to say is this. It blows my mind that there are 15,000 of you. I mean, it's not quite 15,000. It's almost 15,000. As of recording this video, it was like 14,380 something. So listen, almost 15. That's wild. Obviously, I'm at a little bit of a shortage of words because it's almost unbelievable. So thanks. Thank you. Genuinely, that means the world. So if you haven't yet subscribed, you want to see more of this face on your internet space, you know what to do. Press buttons down below. I'll see you guys in the next one.